Merging? Okay, awesome. Let's do the merging. This one won't take as long either. And it's something you guys can do for yourself whenever you're needing to be reminded, because that's exactly what you're doing. You're working with your higher self with this book. That's your guide. And this is how you can really implement that. Okay, so go ahead and just take a deep breath, you guys. Just get your body prepared. Get your energy. Relax your body. Get your meridians to open up. And this is going to help you to implement this first agreement for the next 2 weeks. To be impeccable with your word. To not sin. To not go against your truth. And if you're not sure what your truth is, then that's what we're going to do here, of just merging with our higher self, knowing that you have that higher part of you to create that deeper relationship with yourself, and using your spirit team, using your spirit guides to hold space for you as you do this work, and channeling things, starting to channel information, and knowing that what in this book, as you reading it from a place of being in your higher self. And remembering too that love dissolves anything it comes in contact with that is unlike itself. So just go ahead and keep breathing again. Go ahead and breathe in your nose, have your belly go out. And I really want you guys to relax. I'll take you down. I'll take you on a progressive relaxation. But the deeper in relaxation you can get, then we can we can do some deeper work. And so just taking another deep breath in, feeling the clothes on your skin, listening to the sounds, and just embracing the sounds, even if we hear, a car, embracing that sound as just being sound. You're hearing something going in through your senses, grounding your energy. And so from the top of your head, we're just going to see this, just water, which we're going to go and cleanse with water. So I want you to visualize just this water pours down over your head. It's going down your forehead, smoothing out the wrinkles, the frown lines, or the squinty lines around your eyes, going down your cheeks as you relax your jaw. And just allowing your teeth to part, allowing those lines to smooth out as it goes down your neck. And then breathe as this relaxation takes over your body. Going down your shoulders, letting go of the expectations, letting go of the stress of the day or whatever, your to-do list, any arguments you've had, any opinions, any criticism. Anything that didn't go your way today, of just letting that go as this white crystalline water goes down your arms, down your elbows, your forearms, down to your fingertips, and just placing your awareness in your fingertips right now. And you're going to feel like a tingle if you feel the tingle in the end of your fingertips. And you're just activating that sensation, being able to feel again. And so with all of these agreements that you have agreed to and been conditioned in and programmed, you have agreed to believe certain things, and they have kept you from feeling. Maybe you've been told that it is weak to cry, or emotion is a sign of weakness. And as we go through this guided image therapy session, and as you relax more and more, and going deeper and deeper, sinking down into your chair, whatever you're sitting on, just feeling that surface underneath you, knowing that you're supported. But as you relax deeper, you're going to be able to access more memories, access more doubt that comes up, or any abusive situations, or any trauma that's happened that affects your day to day. So these agreements are keeping you from achieving something in your life, or are keeping you from feeling free from whatever, if you're feeling like a slave right now to everyone else. And as that water goes down now your chest, continues to go down your heart chakra, down your solar plexus to your stomach, relaxing your stomach muscles as it goes down your back, your upper back, middle back, lower back, down into your thighs. Relax your thigh muscles. It goes behind your knees, to the front of your knees, down to your calves, to your shins. And so this relaxation now goes down into your feet, the soles of your feet, and even feeling as the relaxation takes over each of your toes. And so just placing your awareness into your bigger toe. You can do on your left foot if you want, but just really paying attention to your toe, touching the ground, going to the toe next to that one, your middle toe, and just each toe relaxes. You can even just do it as, and then it's seeping into your skin. It goes into your blood and your veins, and just this white healing water is cleansing you, cleansing all of the yuck energy from the day, or the energy you've taken on, as it goes into your bones and your organs and your muscles, and you're literally just emanating with this white light. Your whole body is lighting up. And seeing that wherever you felt tension in your body, just going back to that place and knowing that you're healing with life force energy right now. You're channeling this white light, this energy that allows the plants to grow and the world to turn, and the sun to shine, and the moon. Like, it's this ever-present energy of unconditional love. And so just seeing that, those cords going down into the earth, and I really feel we need to do some cord cutting and detaching from the things that no longer serve us. And so let's do that. Let's go ahead, and I want you to just, whatever situation right now, or whatever agreement, actually go to look at where you're struggling right now in your life. Just one part of your life that doesn't look the way you want it to. Or something you've been trying to accomplish for months, and you're just not able to find the motivation. Or maybe you're in a relationship with someone who doesn't want you to shine your light. Or you have parents that always told you and pointed out your mistakes and reminded you of what you're doing wrong all the time. They never pointed out what you're doing right. So whatever that is that comes up for you, just getting present and really allowing that to come in. And so you don't really even, if you're not totally specific what it is, it's okay. Just knowing that you're releasing everything that no longer serves you, to call back in more power, for you to create these new agreements, and for you to take on these 4 agreements, just 4. And so even if you just break 4 old agreements that no longer serve you, it's going to make it so much easier to embody. And we'll just stick with the first agreement for this one, but to be impeccable with your word. So what is it you need to cut off? And what I like to do with cord cutting is to push it out from the root. And so just seeing this cord from your auric field, from maybe it's in one of your chakras. If you feel it in your stomach, like I feel it in my stomach right now, around my solar plexus, from someone who's draining you, or a story, maybe gossip that your friend, someone keeps on telling you all of their gossip, or whatever toxicity or unhealthy behaviors from anyone that's draining your energy. And so just pushing that root out from your end, and then allowing that other end. You can pull it out from the root or however it resonates with you, but just to pull out that cord and then seeing it encased with a bubble over this cord. And sending healing love and light to the other end, and also seeing the healing love and light in that wound now that you've taken that cord out or you've pushed it out. It's encased in this bubble, and then as you snap, it bursts into flames. It's gone. And so you can do that with old agreements. You can do that with, if you don't feel good enough to go back to school or whatever it is. You can get more specific later on. But just know you can come back to this practice of energetically clearing that out of your energetic field. And so coming back to merge with our higher self. So we're going to bring energy up from the earth, just bringing up that life force energy up through those cords or those roots that we created. And allowing that excess energy. So bring it up to the root chakra. And just allowing and allowing to trust and surrender control to question your beliefs. And going into the sacral, where you can embrace more childlike play, find the joy in the small things of your day. And these are going to help you implement this first agreement, or by using your chakras, going in through your chakras. And so really being grounded, if you have anxiety, seeing that red ball of light at your tailbone, sitting with your root chakra. If you're afraid, are you scared of something? If fear comes up when maybe you're afraid to be honest with someone, maybe you have a lack of communication where you feel like you're standing or you're stepping on eggshells around somebody. So really coming into your root chakra to sit with yourself and know that love dissolves fear. And so to rise above that and see that you can take your power back from that person that is making you feel like you can't speak your truth. And then finding the joy in your sacral, letting go of that shame and guilt. Focusing on what you are doing in your life, going up to the solar plexus, seeing that yellow ball of light. And right here is to raise our confidence. So when we erase the doubts, or we clear the doubts and the guilt and the shame, what happens is our confidence will rise. And you're going to feel motivated to do the things, but you have to clear out what it is that's keeping you in fear. And then creating or cultivating courage to raise to be courageous, to question the storylines that people, your family, believe that are like generational storylines, generational beliefs. To have the courage to ask the questions that people don't like. People don't like you to ask questions, but you're going to ask them anyway. And so really just in your solar plexus, knowing that you're unstoppable. And then moving to the heart and just feeling the love. Letting go of the anger and the resentment for believing. So if you're angry that you've been able to create new beliefs this whole time, like I was angry that I didn't know this sooner, that I was able to do this, that I had this much power. And so even just letting that go with your heart chakra and moving up to your throat, to where speaking up when if you've been told not to speak up, or if your truth isn't the truth. If you, like me, I've always thought other people's truth was truer than mine. And so that was something I had to work through. And so working with your throat chakra, seeing that light blue light, working on your communication and your words. Your word is magic. You're creating with your word. And so this next 2 weeks, just watching the words you use and not saying certain words like I should. And when you do say those words, instead of being mad or judging yourself, asking yourself, why? Why do I believe I should do that? Or why is this person saying I should do this? And just asking the questions. That's really all you need to do for the next 2 weeks, is just being curious about everything. And then going up to the third eye and those illusions. And this is your connection to your divinity. Your third eye is really where we're going to merge in with the higher self. And so this is your mind's eye. This is how you can visualize and make a plan for how to use these, to implement these into your life, these agreements, like visualizing what life is going to look like when you are that, be impeccable with your word, when that's just your way of being, where you don't gossip because you just don't want to. It's not that you don't care. It doesn't light you up to see or talk about other people's hardships or whatever it is. Like, just imagining what it's going to feel like to be impeccable, to speak your truth with confidence and conviction. All of the opportunities are going to open up. So just really using your connection, your intuition this is the moment to bring in those skills, your clairaudience, your clairvoyance, even getting really, really clear on what it is your gift is. What is it that can you hear? Is it your hearing or your sight? Can you see really well? Do you visualize really well? Is it your feeling, just that clairsentience, or is it just you knowing, that claircognizance, whatever it is? And then I want you to see yourself. We're going to go to a beach. This is where we're going to do the higher self. We're going to merge with our higher self here in our third eye. And so visualizing yourself walking on a beach. And I want you to feel the sand in your toes, that wind, like you hear the seagulls, you hear the waves crashing, maybe see some dolphins out in the ocean. Whether it's really sunny, maybe you can feel the sun on your skin. You can feel the warmth. What do you smell? Maybe you smell the salt in the water, or smell that from the breeze. Just what is that? What is it that you smell? Paying attention, this is really how, this is the most important, is bringing in your senses into this experience. And then as you're walking and knowing that you don't have to go through this journey alone. You don't have to go through the rest of your life with holes where the wounds used to be. So when you start to break these agreements, there's going to be more power. It's going to come in, but you're going to feel like there is going to be some energetic wounds where you've allowed that guilt to build up for so long. Once you release those, you're going to have these, but you don't. You can actually feel them. And so we're going to integrate your personality with your higher self or your soul. So you can say it's your soul or your higher self, whatever comes to you, but higher self is what I like to say. So this blending is going to help you and allow all the energy that used to be wasted on feeling hurt and upset to be released for your greater good. So any of those agreements that no longer serve you, it's going to help you do this. And so as you're on that beach and that gentle breeze feels comfortable and the temperature out, it's just the right temperature, and you're walking along the shore with no particular purpose except to enjoy the solitude and the splendor of the ocean. And so you notice now somebody walking toward you as you're walking on the beach, and you see this figure coming towards you at the same pace as you are, and with the same carefree attitude, with the same amount of love, the same amount of compassion, higher level of vibration, like the same. You're raising your vibration with this. And this person, so knowing this person, as you walk faster, you notice that this being is glowing. This being glows with a sparkling golden light that seems to draw you closer. So they're glowing, and pay attention to what color it is. Like, what color is the figure glowing? Is it white? Is it purple? Is it green? What color comes up for you of just seeing this sparkling figure in front of you? And so you walk faster, feeling happy inside, knowing this person on approach is very special to you and that you've met before many times. And so you stop in front of the being of light and realize it's you, but at a higher level, a more glorious version of you. And the beauty of this being is breathtaking, and you feel a sense of pure love and acceptance emanating towards you. Like, just to feel that love and acceptance for yourself, like that radical. There's absolutely nothing wrong with you. There's nothing that could make you any better or any worse. You are absolutely perfect. Your flaws, your weaknesses, your strengths, everything is exactly as it should be, because that's who you're meant to be. And so invite your higher self to merge with you. You don't have to say it out loud if you want, but just kind of sending an invitation and speaking this out. Like when you talk to your guides, it's really good to speak out, but saying, I invite you into my space. I want to merge with you. And feel the light come into your body. So I want you to kind of just see that figure and you merging into one. And blend with every one of your trillion of cells and all of your energy, your auric fields, they all merge into one. And so feel the light wash through you, that energizing and uplifting every subatomic particle of you and all the energy in between those elements. Allow yourself to bask in the joy of this blending. You feel lighter, happier, more secure, confident, courageous. And so just knowing that you have this part of you, you have your higher self with you. And as we move up to the crown now, as we finish this, knowing that you and your higher self are now merged, and now you have this support all the time. You have this support. Your higher self does not leave you. It is he is with you all the time. And you literally can snap into this place of love and radical acceptance and courage anytime that you need to, by just visualizing, merging into that being of light. And so clearing out the crown chakra, those where our limiting beliefs actually lie there. And then now that you're one with the higher self, having that connection, and then sealing in your chakras, being in balance right now. And so just bringing that light down through your chakras. And just taking another deep breath in to integrate all of this energetic work. And you can go ahead and open your eyes and realize that part of your higher self has remained with you. When your eyes are open, your higher self is still there. Like it's something that never ever leaves you. And so you understand that as you grow in awareness, you will more easily access your higher self. All right. So keep that in mind, that as you get present every day and as you detach from all of your attachments, you're literally growing closer to knowing exactly who you are, your truth, your higher self. So this exercise is something you guys can do anytime you need a pick-me-up. And this is something that I like to do. I do something like this before I do a live, before I do have to go to an event, or before, every day really, to where I know that this part of me that's fearful and scared and full of doubt is my ego. It is not me. It's not me. So, if you guys have an overactive mind, this is something too that this helps with. Like if you wake up and you can't sleep anymore and you have an overactive mind, you can call your higher self in and request help with relaxing. You can call your higher self in when you request help with confidence, when you need motivation. Like it's really just creating that relationship with your higher self. And so there's a reason that we come into our lifetime without recalling prior lives or the details of the plans we intended for this one, because it keeps our minds uncluttered by the past and focused on growing and always moving forward. Your higher self knows and loves you and understands the bigger picture of your life, a plan that you have forgotten. And so integrating this wounded part of you, your wounded ego, with your higher self allows you to uplift your awareness to a more elevated level where it becomes easier to call in higher beings of light to help you with your light work. And so just coming back to that practice, let me know when you guys are back on. Okay. Oh, okay. Looks like 2 people left here. Oh, hi, guys. Oh, hi, Susan. Oh, my God. There's like a bunch of people on here. Hi, guys. So, hello, Jacob. So, you guys, let me know what you think of that. That's really just a technique that you can use to help you for the next forever, for the rest of your life. And so, let me know your questions about, in the book, the homework or the assignment is to read about the first agreement. And the next 2 weeks, we'll meet again. I think it's on the 16th. I'll have to look. But I'm going to release like a whole, and if you guys aren't a part of the book circle, like officially, that's fine. You can always join us anyway. I'm going to have this live every time, but I really want to have conversation. Like that's what I really want to do. And so, Thomas, you're still on over here. Tammy, where are you at? Who is that? Oh, shoot, you guys. Yeah, this thing is awful. Like, just tech is awful. I think Darla went to sleep over here anyway.
I did not.
Oh, there you are. Okay, hi, Jacob. Yes, hello, thank you. Oh, you're welcome. Tammy. Okay. Hey, Tammy, would you come live with me for a minute? Would you be up to going live with me? Can I invite you on for a second? If not, it's okay. Or anybody that wants to have a conversation with me. I know that Kay and Gina, it looks like they left, so, or something happened.
Thomas still there.
Yeah, Thomas is here. So, next week, or the next time that we do this, we're going to be on Microsoft Teams more than likely, or I'm just going to have to go ahead and do the Zoom and just say whatever, my thing that I didn't want to have to do. So anyway, all right, guys, so what we just did was you relaxing. So what hypnosis is, all right, I'm just going to kind of go over this. Hypnosis is a guided meditation. That's really what hypnosis is. Yeah. All right. So and yes, there are other things that we do like in client sessions and I'm specific about, but all in all, if you are nervous about doing any hypnosis or getting into trance, you just did. Like you just got into trance and you heard everything I was saying and you are completely still in control. But when you're relaxed, then that belief barrier kind of takes a break, all right? Or it allows you to, your conscious mind it's not up in forefront, right? You literally get to access those repressed memories, like Thomas earlier when you said that. I'm like, yeah, it's the repressed memories or the things that you aren't thinking about on a daily basis or things that have happened that have left that of why we started our addiction, right? Or why we got into addiction. Like for me, I had the best childhood and had no problems. I wasn't around drugs or anything. So it's always been like, how the heck could I have, like, why did I get addicted or whatever? It had nothing to do with my generational stuff because it wasn't there. And so that's something that I've had to work on. It's just an example that I wanted to share with you guys because I love to do that. So Tammy, okay, I want you to come on with me. Let's talk. Let's chat for a minute. Hold on. Let me try to get on here with you. Yay, I'm so happy. I'm so happy I'm going to talk to her. I've missed you, Tammy. My phone's going to die in a little bit, but it's okay. Get off of here before then. And, okay, yeah. Gina and Kay aren't on here, so hopefully they can come back and do that. Okay, hi, Tammy.
Hey.
Hi. So, so have you got to read any of the book?
How
Okay.
are you?
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
No, my book got sent to Indiana, so they're
Okay.
in the
Well, that's
process
okay. And so,
of sending
how
it
did
back
you?
to
So,
me, and
what
it
we
hasn't
just did a
arrived
minute
yet.
ago,
So,
did you do all of it? Were you for the for all of it? Okay. So, what did you think about that? Like, what did you think come up for you,
yeah,
or?
yeah.
Mhm.
I think I needed that
Yes.
for sure.
Yes.
It's definitely
That's my
something I could
goal,
see
is
myself doing on my
to
own for
do
sure.
things that you guys like,
Hmm.
that you can do on your own. Self
Yeah,
healing is taking an active role. Like, and so you guys don't need me. That's why also, I don't know if you heard me in the
yeah,
beginning, but I really want to find like one or two people who would be interested in leading one of these sessions, like, like the third or fourth, or maybe the fifth. I don't know, but just to get like, if you are wanting to coach
right.
eventually, all right, or if you're wanting to, I know you want to, I know with your story, and like,
Mhm.
that's in your like, I already know. But if you want to have, like, if you want to, it's just good practice, or to be able to be vulnerable and share your story, but guiding people in something. Okay. So like, to have that, and I want someone else to be able to do it. I don't want
Yes.
to be the only one to do it. I'm sorry. I want someone else to guide me. I want to be guided for one of them. So just keep that in mind, that if that's something you'd want to do, that's totally doable. And anybody else that's on here, I can't see who else. I know some other people are on here, but I can't see who it is. But just keep that if you ever want to do a live, to just share, like, to practice, stuff like that, because implementing these four agreement, like, and also like breaking the old agreements. So like, the limiting ones that, I mean, even in your relationship with, you know, before,
Hmm.
like, I'm sure there's some things with that too. Or
Hmm.
with your whole kids thing, oh my gosh. Like, I can't even imagine all the domestication with the kids, Like, seriously, I thought about your kids when I was reading this, and my kids. But I mean, to know now exactly how it works, how we become so disconnected from our light and who
Yeah.
we are, and then how we allow these opinions and authority figures, okay, or like, you know, the
Mhm.
justice system. Don't even get me
Yeah.
started. We won't get into all of that,
Yes.
but you have, like,
Mhm.
your story is full of like literal injustice and shit that needs to change. And so it's almost like, if we don't share our story, we're hurting
Completely.
more people than, you know, than sharing it. So that's a good mindset
Yep.
shift for anybody who's wanting to
Absolutely.
coach
That's,
eventually, right? Or you're wanting to lead, because we're all leaders. All of us are leaders, just in our own way. Or, and as doing light work, it's like I don't always want to be the one up here
yep.
talking. I want to like, I want other people to lead too, because it's, so we're all leading ourselves, like, we have to. So anyway, um I want to put that out here. So that, with this book though, with the first, be impeccable with your word, how many times do we be our, like, when we don't do something that we say we're going to do, like, how do you, did that come up for you, like, when you say you're going to do something and then you don't do it, and then how do you beat yourself up about it, or how are you better at it now?
Um, I think I'm getting better about that. I don't know.
Right.
I really stick
What,
to
with
what I'm
moving
saying
and
I'm going
stuff?
to do now, so it's different. I don't know. Like
Right.
like my
Okay.
younger self, yeah, that would be an issue, but
Okay,
not
good.
now.
And
Not
so
so
then,
much now.
um,
Yeah.
with the beginning, I don't know if you're on here, Tammy, but a big thing that's going to help you, or all of us, to finish doing it. So, to do something that we say we're going to do, that's one reason why we're here, right? To be accountable for, okay, I'm going to show up every other week at 8 o'clock, and I'm going to read this book
Right.
because it's going to change my life, because it will. I mean, it's just, and you're going to understand things at whatever place you're at in your life right now. Like, this is the second time I've really like, I went through it before, but
Right.
it's like something you're always going to return to, like, the rest of your life, and you're going to understand things in a, like, you know what I mean? It's like one of
Right.
those books that, I mean, your level of perception, but, um but
Mhm.
being impeccable, the whole sin thing and like your truth, but knowing like what your truth is, I guess. And it's just like, that's really the part of it, right? Is that what you struggle with? Like, so what
Right.
is it right now that you struggle with? And like, what part of your life right now isn't looking how you want it to look? Okay.
I would think it's my relationship that I'm currently in.
Oh,
I'm
really? Okay.
struggling
Yeah, we can
hardcore.
definitely have a call about that if you
Yeah.
want. Okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
So pay attention to that,
We
even
need
like
to,
your old relationships,
for
right?
sure.
Like the one you were in before this one. Of
Mhm.
And that's why I brought up my relationship, was because
Mhm.
I did experience abuse. And it is, if that's what you want to call it. But then I took my power back from it, and now it's kind of like, now that energy is not there. Like we've talked about this before too, you and I. Like it's getting. So that's why we did the cord cutting in that, what we just did
Yeah.
right now. And so, was that helpful for you too? Did you ever
Yeah.
do it? Okay, yeah. People don't think
Yeah.
that the
Yeah.
energetics are that
Yes.
powerful, but like, you might not even know what it is you're detaching from, or that isn't
They
serving
are.
you anymore, but you are like, all right, I'm done with this energetically. And so, well, thanks for coming on here with me. Is there anything else that, like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this book circle?
I need to be accountable because I have, my favorite bookstore. I have a ton of self-help books, but I never get through all of them. I might take bits and pieces from them, but I don't get through the entire book. I could blame it on a million things, mostly life and work, but I just want to be accountable and be able
Okay,
to
so
get
then
through
what is
it
it? So
and
what is
to
it
make
that? So why? Like,
self-improvements
what
with
do
the
you
book.
see? How do
That's the
you? So what do you see? What is it that you're wanting to? So you said your relationship, all right? And so this is just my suggestion of like, or what I do for me is when I'm doing something, I visualize
Mhm.
what I want it to be like. What is the ideal relationship you want? Like, what is going on that you don't like? And so the opposite of that, and then and then writing that down, because this is where manifestation comes in, right? Is to know like how we would feel. How do we want to feel in a
Mhm.
relationship? With the whole my whole thing a couple years ago where I had that experience, that amazing experience, and then it went away, and I was so grateful that I had that experience, because now I know what I'm like. I know I'm capable of
Right.
experiencing that type of love. It was love. I mean, I don't, it was for me. I don't know. But so it's really just like, that's what I'm really emphasizing in this session, is to know what it is you're wanting to get out of whatever it is that you do, even a book that you start. So, like, even looking to see what books you've done that with, like, because I've done it 500 million times. Okay. I do it all the time. With this Kindle
Mhm.
thing, I've started so many different books, but then I don't
Mhm.
finish them because I'm wanting to learn. So, you know what I mean? Like, we want to learn all this stuff, and it gets it's like there's so much.
Right.
And so with what we
Right.
just did and merging with our higher self, and if we can get quiet, like for me, when I get quiet and then I can merge with my higher self, and I can just kind of I listen, and because sometimes it's not audible, I don't hear things, but I have inner knowings for me. And so that's also with this book circle of like being
Right.
able to work on
Right.
how you communicate with your intuition, or with your soul, or with your higher self, even more than the agreement. Like, yeah, it is the book and everything,
Right.
but it's more about the accountability, like what you said. um and then so then my next question, I guess, would be,
Mhm.
what would that so why what will that do for you to know to do this? Because it's also going to clear your solar plexus. Like, when you can accomplish things and actually do it, you have that feeling of accomplishment that clears out your solar plexus. Actually, all of the three bottom ones. But anyway, yes.
Right.
So good. Thank you so much for saying that, because that about not finishing things, that's exactly why I'm doing it too. Of just being like, I have to finish this. And so next week, though, we will be on Microsoft Teams or Zoom, is what we're gonna do. Because, huh? 2 weeks,
Okay.
sorry. What'd you say?
Okay. Probably. Or
Yes, I'm gonna use that.
I think
Not
it will work
using
better for
whatever
you.
happened tonight. But it's
Yeah.
okay, it's the first one, and we got to do some energy work and we got introduced. And if anybody else wants to do this, and if you're not signed up to do it, it's okay. I'm gonna start sending emails out next week. So I will get everyone's email address. But um so the last thing really then what we'll go with is to know that, like, so when are you gonna to set time? Okay, so like specific days of the week or like a time of the day that you're going to read. So like I'm trying to think. So for me, I do it at night.
Mhm.
Like I read at night. Do you read at night?
Right.
I
Right.
know. I know.
My
That's
schedule is kind of all over the place right now. It's not going to be a set schedule for me. It's going to be, okay, I have to set 5 minutes aside before work, or 10 minutes aside before work,
right.
or 10 minutes aside after work.
So
It's
I know, and that's what
kind of
makes it
full,
difficult,
pretty
to have
much.
that type of schedule where you just can't really know. So there's not really a day you have
Yeah.
off the same every week.
Mm,
Okay. Yeah. Okay. But you'll be able to make these
yeah. Yeah.
every 2 weeks.
Yep.
Okay. Well, then we
Yeah.
can have a one-on-one. I can give you my
Yep.
link. So also everybody that does this, you get a free, a free session with me. So,
Mhm.
because I really want to help you do this work and to reach whatever your goals are, but to be clear about what they are. So that's what we'll do in the call together, is just to get really super clear on what it is you're want to happen after 2 months of doing this. So yes, it's 6 weeks, but we're meeting every other week for anybody that's watching that um, wasn't here before. So, okay, well, you guys have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you, Tammy, for talking with me. I'm so happy that you were here tonight. I appreciate it so much. And you guys have a good evening. Bye.